Alright, what is up, you guys? It's the Sandman back at it again with another Led Zeppelin reaction video. And it's been a while since I did one of these. A lot of people have been watching them, and I think it's time to throw on some acoustic Led Zeppelin. Going to California, this is a song I have heard before. I think it's off their fourth album, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, I know that their live performances always, have this nice, distinct sound to them from year to year, and it's just a different vibe in general. So, one of the best live bands to witness of all time, probably. Um, but yeah, so I know there's an official version of this on the official YouTube channel, but they might throw out a strike. So I think this one's a little different, but it's from the same time period. Um, that one was from Earl's Court. I don't know where this is from, but it doesn't matter. Let's go.
It may come as a surprise to you that it may come as a surprise, madam. That is the only time that we've ever managed to harmonize, not only on stage, but even on record. That is the first time that four of us have sang together. Mind you, we have been doing a summer season here at Earl's.
All four, even Bonham. I don't know. I did not know he's one to uh, try out his voice, but that is awesome. Whatever he's talking about, I have to find that video.
Court, so we're getting quite used to it, man. This is when we take our memory trip, or what's left of it, back up the A5, as I said last night. The A5 is a heavy trunk road. And when you get there, it's a whoop. I could do this myself, but it never usually works. Jimmy McCalliog's left the stage.
I mean, this is just a humble dude right here, giving like a subtle shout out to the stagehand. Just setting up the mics, getting the chairs up, and whatever. He's willing. I mean, this guy's. I mean, Plant's just. He's got the charisma and everything, the stage presence and everything, just to be on the mic for as long as he wants while that's going on. Just in that he knows, like when you're as good as they are, you can do whatever you want and just make everything just flow smoothly no matter what. And I'm surprised, like I never heard him like talk that much. Like I've heard him say like snippets here and there, but that much in like um like ever. And I didn't. It's like if you were to tell me this was from like um the centuries ago and the way that's how they talked, like I honestly wouldn't even be surprised. Like that's how it sounds, very like royal, regal type of thing. Maybe that's just what people sounded like. The accent and everything maybe just gives that impression. But that's really cool. I didn't know that. Well, I guess I did know, but just hearing it just makes it like, you know.
Do you remember the days we used to sit down and smile? Probably in big circles around the oak tree.
And also it's very poetic. It's just his way, what he talks about is like very poetic.
A lot of
as well.
people went back to Wales to find the oak trees. And a bit of that. This is a song about the would-be hope for the ultimate. For the ultimate.
There's no way Paige is gonna sing, man. Uh oh. The guy that does it all.
Spend my days with work, smoke myself to drink all my wine. Made up my mind, make a new start. Going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair.
Whoa, this is trippy. And this is one of my. I remember this part. This part is probably my favorite part about the whole song. Honestly, that the shift, and you can see Paige is in a trance. I don't know if these guys took some before hopping on. I think this is the era where they're just really letting loose, which is totally fine. I don't really care. I think it makes it even more badass, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, these guys are just in a trance, absolutely. And also the really cool slide licks being played by Jonesy on the mandolin, I think, is really cool little slide stuff that he's got going on as well.
Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair.
This part.
Tonight.
Oof.
My chances on the beach plane in a little tip that we all say. Sea was red, the sky was gray. I wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. Arms in the pants, I'm trembling and shake. Children of the sun begin.
Right there, ended right after another really cool, almost a bluesy lick even. But in the whole context of the song, it just sounds very I don't know, it just sounds very mystical. It's all like almost like some sort of fable or just a story coming to life. You know what I mean? Like this voyage to you know going to California, literally. The ship's starting to sink. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna see this person that he's looking for? Which I think a long time ago, I think when I read about this one, it was referring to someone that Plant actually knew. I think Joni Mitchell maybe, um, which is really cool backstory to like cool fun fact about the lyricism here. But um, that vocal shift that he did when he's when the mood shifts, right? Like throw me a line, and if I reach it in time, whatever. When he sings those two verses right there in the beginning section about 2 minutes ago, a minute and a half ago in the song, that remember that part I was talking about, when there's like a key shift or a minor shift kind of sound in the song, and just kind of weaves in and out of that for like a few seconds, just very briefly. And now he's vocally mimicking that sort of transition, which is really awesome. Just very tasteful. And yeah, and then those little licks that Jones is playing just out of nowhere. He doesn't like you don't really hear him, notice him too much, and then when he plays something like that, you just like wow, everything just starts coming together. Like it's really just you go. This is amazing, amazing. Mm. And I know obviously the it's like clips from different songs and sets and stuff. Um, so I'm just taking it in listening wise. Mm. Ooh.
Standing on a hill in the mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems.
Mm.
Oh, it's hard. It's terribly hard. It's infinitely hard.
Because this girl's never been born, so of course it's infinitely hard. You're never gonna find her. It's all in your dreams. It's all a fabrication. Maybe I don't know. Let's finish the song, and I'll have a lot to say.
It's the wrong.
Okay, that was amazing. Whatever was just played was amazing, and they should really make a whole new song, regroup everybody, get them on stage again, finish a song that just starts the way this ended. What was that? Oh no, this is bad timing. Yeah, I don't. I think that tuning, the droning effect of the tuning. I don't know if it's Dadgad or it's drop D and something else. I don't know. I think it might be Dadgad tuning, but whatever was just played just now, it just sounds so. It sounds. It's like a whole different mood. It's like not even like a sad or a happy. It's just like outer. You're just in a different world altogether. Like and then you hear like just the ambience of the arena, and like you hear the voice echoing ever so subtly. The instruments just kind of like in this room, this big open space, just kind of floating, right? Um, and it's just it's just such a cool like unintended, but just the way it sounds, it's just completely different, you know. Um, and you see a lot of like producers try to emulate that sometimes, but it just can't like when it's live, you know. It's just different. It's hard to mimic that. Um, but yeah, I mean, this whole song is just like a storybook come to life. You know what I mean? It's just you can't write it any better than it is. It's one of the most beautiful songs ever. Um, Especially I just heard this. I never really considered it to be on that level until I just heard what I just heard. And some of the instrumentation is phenomenal. And you see the bass. I mean, not the bass. Jimmy Page really look kind of being the outliner, being like the bass in the mix, like the bass would be in a normal song. his acts like the bass here, kind of the same kind of role in this. And then you see the lead lines by the mandolin. John Paul Jones, man, really shines on this track. Um, and some of those things that they throw in, especially the outro and those little changes. I talked about already the vocal shift during that bridge part or whatever. The guitar shift too in one part in the beginning part of the song, where it just goes that minor tone, this kind of uncertainty, right? The song's about hope, right? But it's just kind of like, well, it's just like a little tension, just tension builds up. But it's like a beautiful tension, it's weird. But yeah, I mean, things like that just makes this whole thing amazing. And you have like the quiet crowd, right? It's not like a rowdy crowd like in rock and roll or black, not Black Dog because there's pauses there too. Um, but like any other Zeppelin song, pretty much, where the crowd's just kind of like making noise. It's just still. They're just appreciating it and taking it in, and like you're just one with the crowd and it's just silent. You know what I mean? It's like everyone has their own listening. They can listen it on a pure level, and just feel what's going on. It's just a really cool. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just replay that part in the first verse one more time, or after the first verse, whenever it is.
Spend my days with work, smoke myself a drink, all my wine. Made up my mind, make a new start. Going to California with a vacant in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and
And that's just the voice making this hope, this like, ooh, right here.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm curious about these guys like histories too. 'Cause I know bands like the Beatles, they went to India for like a, I don't know, spiritual thing, and and George Harrison was really played the sitar. It's kind of the same vibe I'm getting, like maybe, and like not that exactly, but it's like the slides, little slides make it sound like an exotic sound, like a Middle Eastern or like a South Asian type of sound. So I'm curious to know if these guys ever dabbled in stuff like that, or if this is just something they just did at home or wrote at home or whatever. Um, I'm very curious now. There's a lot to unpack here. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, Robert Plant has little mannerisms and little things that he does just to change it up from the studio is also pretty cool. Like when he holds like he's like he holds and then goes into the verse, which he does later. But this video is running too long, so I don't want to replay it. But like he holds the start of a note and then enters, or he pauses for like an extra fraction of a second longer when he closes out a line or something like that. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's just really, just he does it by feeling. You know what I mean? Which is, yeah, just talent, skill, chemistry from everyone involved. Um, it's awesome. But yeah, that's it. Going to California. This is a gem right here. Yeah, checking out. Peace.